Time for rock news on 101.1 WJRR, Orlando's rock station. Let's check in with Lynch and Taco and see which rockers are making the headlines for all the right and wrong reasons. 101.1 WJRR.
All right, rock news is brought to you by our Ticket Takeover, another great avenue for you to try to scoop up free Earth Day birthday tickets.
We're giving away 4 packs of Earth Day birthday tickets for this Tuesday Ticket Takeover. So if you're not following us on Instagram, it's at 1011 WJRR.
Get by, check out that post sometime before midnight, act on it, and you'll qualify to grab a 4-pack to join us on March 21st, Central Florida Fairgrounds.
And our promotions department picks multiple winners throughout the day today, so you have a good chance.
All right, let's begin rock news with the tie-in, obviously, that the late Rob Reiner had with rock music, of course, with his direction and also appearance in the film This Is Spinal Tap, and, of course, the follow-up, which came out earlier this year. And both of those films, by the way, are on HBO right now. If you have not watched either of those, I've harped on this for years. If you are a dedicated rock music fan, you need to at least watch This Is Spinal Tap. There are so many. They just brilliantly, in that, seized on things from rock music and the orbit of rock music that sometimes are just so petty but get amplified in such a hilarious manner, and they did a great way of capturing that in those movies. So,
and that's the talent that Rob Reiner had.
He, his fellow actors who were in the fictional band Spinal Tap all chiming in at their shock as to what happened. And, obviously Harry Shearer, who co-wrote This Is Spinal Tap and played rock bassist Derek Smalls in the films. He's, beyond words.
I'm sure.
Jamie Lee Curtis and her husband, Christopher Guest, they're married. They got married at Rob's house back in the 80s, and they've been friends ever since. So just, as stunning as it's been for people in general, the folks who worked with him also just,
Which is a lot of people.
It's unbelievable. And, the pop culture impact he had across the board will forever be his legacy, and definitely going to be missed.
Hey, so just for the people that haven't seen the first Spinal Tap.
This is Spinal Tap, yeah.
Do they need to watch that and the second? I know you said they're both playing on HBO.
I would watch the first one.
There you go.
First, so you kind of know what's going on, because the second one is kind of down the line.
That's what I'm just checking.
Yeah. So, we were talking about Christmas parties earlier, and some are better than others, obviously.
Ours was pretty solid. The Nickley group had a hell of a party too.
When you're a billionaire, you can throw quite the party, as was the case. I think it was last Thursday, I believe. Employees of a company called Elkridge Industries, owned by billionaire Todd Bowley. Todd rented out the Capitol Theater in Port Chester, New York. He got Chad Smith from the Chili Peppers and producer Andrew Watt to put together a show for the entertainment for the night. They, in turn, went out and got Slash and Duff from Guns N' Roses to kind of round out their little makeshift group, which they dubbed the Dirty Bats, backed by an all-star roster of singers, including Youngblood. Can't get any hotter than that at the moment. They got Brandi Carlile to come in and assist, Anthony Kiedis from the Chili Peppers, and Eddie Vedder for good measure. And then they said, you know what, let's throw in Bruno Mars, too.
We got this huge budget we can work with.
It's a lineup for a company's Christmas party.
Like you said, billionaire. Hey, maybe you'll hit tomorrow night's lottery, people, and you can have a party like that.
1.25 billion tomorrow night for Powerball. Led Zeppelin were denied a trademark for the phrase "the Led Zeppelin Experience," which actually Jason Bonham is, I guess, kind of laughing at this, because he had been using his the phrase "the Led Zeppelin Experience" for his band that goes out and does obviously a lot of Zeppelin, and had recently in the last few years changed it to the Led Zeppelin Evening at the request of the band. And he had no problem with that, because Zeppelin had something they wanted to do with the phrase Led Zeppelin Experience. The Trademark and Patent Office said, nope, it's confusingly too similar to the registered mark Led Zeppelin. So they denied it. So Jason had to go through all that to change the name of his band because they eventually wanted to do this, and now in the end they're not being permitted to trademark that.
You're telling me somebody at that trademark office, who I've dealt with many a times, different people that work there to get my trademarks and stuff.
Yeah.
You're telling me one of them actually turned down Led Zeppelin?
Yeah.
You would have the balls to be like, oh, you know what, the Beatles, I'm sorry. It's just too confusing.
They can still use the Led Zeppelin Experience. They're just not going to trademark it for it. Yeah. So anyway, if you want to go out and use it, go feel free. Don't do that.
No.
This is interesting. You know, Foreigner just keeps on keeping on. You know, had the retirement of the guy who had been singing for the last 20 years. He retired at the end of the year. Luis Maldonado is currently the vocalist. However, the original singer, Lou Gramm, has been doing a run of shows with the band here over the last week, 10 days, mainly in the Northeast. Now we get this announced yesterday. Gramm is going to join Foreigner for a run of shows here in Florida, just in Florida. 6 dates.
Oh, that means we have to get one.
All of these in April. You go to St. Augustine or Clearwater or the Fort Myers area. Here in Orlando at Dr. Phillips Center, that's going to be April 21st. Hollywood and Key West. So, never had a chance to see Lou Gramm with Foreigner. You will in April.
Have you ever seen Foreigner with Lou Gramm?
Yeah.
I believe you did.
It was a long time ago. Long time ago. Lenny Kravitz has signed on to play a James Bond villain in a new video game featuring the iconic spy. 007 First Light will hit all gaming platforms on March 27th, and Kravitz plays the pirate King Bama opposite Bond, played by Patrick Gibson. Congratulations, Dave Mustaine from Megadeth, as he continues on with his prowess at martial arts, which he holds belts in several different disciplines. He's now a black belt. He accomplished that in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. He was earned that black belt here recently. He's now 64 years old, and don't mess with him because he'll
destroy you
easily. Deal with you. He had previously earned his purple belt from the academy in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu that he trains at in 2021.
I remember that.
Also holds black belts in Taekwondo and some sort of karate that if I try to say the name of this, I'm going to screw it up, so I won't.
Don't even bother.
Anyway.
I remember when the 2021 happened because we reported on it. You did. And also you told me when I was interviewing him one time, be careful. Don't be a dumbass. He's an intelligent guy trained to start out with. Exactly.
So, and he found you interesting.
Yeah, we had a good time.
Yeah.
He goes, there's smarts in there somewhere. I know it.
So this is kind of, I guess sad on some levels, humorous on others. Josh Freese still doesn't know why he was fired from the Foo Fighters. He still hasn't been given a reason other than just a vague email he received informing him, that he'd been replaced.
And who is it that replaced him?
The guy from Nine Inch Nails.
Okay.
Yeah. And then what else do we got here? Kudos to Gavin Rosdale from Bush. He has launched the 12 Days of Dogmas, a campaign in a partnership with Best Friends Animal Society. He'll be featuring on his socials dogs that need homes.
That's cool.
To be, adopted, forever homes, if you will.
You had a little Freudian slip there. I think you said a dog did. That's pretty good. That's a good. We might need to coin that.
I'll
call the trademark office.
Get a hold of them.
Listen, we're going to do this dog adoption thing.
Sorry, the word dog is too widely used.
No, we're going with the Led Zeppelin Experience.
Led Zeppelin dog adoption experience. Gavin Rosdale's hearing this probably going, shut up. Just go to my socials and help out get these dogs that need homes.
Don't confuse them, guys.
Okay. All right, there you go. That's some rock news for this Tuesday, December 16th, 2025.
Thanks for rocking with us house for 3 decades.
1011 WJRR.
Orlando's rock station.